It's time for another road trip, y'all. We are heading over to Louisiana for a slap yo mama good time. We are going to go visit Poche's RV park and fish camp. Corey's going to get all his crawfish eaten out of the way. We're going to hit up Avery Island and see where they make all the Tabasco sauce in the world. And we're going to sample a whole bunch of good foods and see what this small town has to offer. This is a camping trip we've been trying to make for the past couple of years, and we kept having to cancel. I'm surprised they let us even bother coming this time, but I'm so glad they did. We had so much fun, and I absolutely cannot wait to go back again. We also pay a visit to the Jungle Gardens and Margaritaville, and we spot a gator or two. And then I'm going to give you a tour of the park where we're staying, and there's some amazing sunsets. So come join us. Let's GEAUX go. By the time we arrived at the campground and got set up, the sun was starting to go down. We were tired, we were hungry. We saw one of these Hunt's Brother pizza shacks. They had nachos, snow cones, ice cream, chicken wings, all kinds of little finger foods. And we didn't pack a whole lot of food for this trip because we knew we were going to be eating out a lot. Corey's a big fan of crawfish. There is something about Hunt's Pizza when you go camping, and I'm so excited. We ordered some pizza and some wings, and while I wait, even though I'm freezing because it's 50 degrees, I got some strawberry cheesecake snow cone. So good. There is a 20-minute wait on my pizza, so we're going to go back to the camper, and Corey's going to come back and pick it up in a little bit. He said it gets really dark out here when the sun sets. They actually have delivery. They'll bring your pizza to you. We are in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, very close to Lafayette. We are staying at Poche's RV park. They have this itinerary. Tomorrow they're having a chili cook-off, Build-A-Bear, free keychain craft, color time, gem mining, we have live music. This weekend is all about Corey. Normally, I'm the one that plans all of our trips, but he is just so excited to be here because he is big into crawfish and seafood. I don't eat seafood, but that's okay. Not about me this weekend. We're going to go visit some fun little touristy places and let him get his fix on crawfish, and I'm just going to kind of be along for the ride. I'm going to enjoy taking the break and not planning anything. Corey just left to go get our pizza. It took us about 4 hours to get here, but usually on our first night we just kind of chill and take it easy.
Nothing like Hunt Brothers when you're camping.
All the toppings are unlimited. They're included with the set price. You can either buy a whole pizza for what, 11 something?
$11.99, I think.
$11.99, or you can buy like a quarter of a pizza for $3. Is that right?
Something like that.
Something like that. So good. Want some, Hazel? It's always so surreal for me to wake up at a new campsite the first morning after a good night's sleep. This place is so beautiful. I didn't even notice last night that we actually have some horses staying directly behind our campsite. So this was such a nice little surprise. I'm pretty sure that Hazel and that horse were communicating with one another. Hazel was simply awestruck by the majestic beauty of that creature. We decided to start off our first full day in Louisiana by taking a trip to the Lafayette sign to get our picture made. So Corey and I are waiting in a line to get our picture made in front of the Lafayette sign. At the time of our visit, there's a lot of construction going on, and there is a lot of confusion in the parking garage across the way. They've got manned booths that are not manned. There's no real clear signage, but we did see that for an hour, if you want to just jump out and get a picture here, it's $1, and if you don't pay that $1, you will be fined through the mail $35. Our sorry attempt at being the letter Y. Next stop is Avery Island, and this is a salt dome in the Iberia parish of Louisiana, known as the source of the Tabasco sauce. This is where all Tabasco sauce is made for the whole world. It's the largest of 5 salt domes along the Louisiana coast, and they've been making Tabasco products for over 140 years. This island has a museum. It also has a restaurant, which we're about to visit, called 1868, and it's also got the Jungle Gardens, which is the largest grove of giant timber bamboo outside of China. This restaurant, it features authentic Cajun cooking, a lot of Tabasco sauce-based items, and they even have their own Bloody Mary bar. It's got indoor dining that's set up kind of family style with big tables. They've got a screened off section that was closed when we were there. I guess they open it when it's a little more busy or private parties might be able to reserve the room. They also have outside dining that wraps around like a little patio. It looks like a house. I have never seen such a large bottle of Tabasco sauce. We had Hazel with us, so we had to eat outside, and the tables around the restaurant outside were occupied. So we found some little tables kind of in their little square area that's in front of the gift shop and the museum. Somebody just told us that it takes 5 years from factory to bottle to make a bottle of hot sauce. That is just crazy to wrap my mind around. Let me show you what we got for lunch.
I got crawfish etouffee, and then we're gonna split this big old sandwich. I didn't know they're that big.
That's huge.
Kelly got sausage and chicken gumbo.
Is that all our rice over there?
That's all the rice.
Oh wow.
So anyway, I was getting the food and to go, and the guy comes out, Mr. Corey. I was like, yeah. He goes, I gotta tell you a secret. I said, what? He says, you guys ordered cups, but I accidentally put it in a bowl-sized container, but don't tell anybody. You can keep it. Like, okay.
Look at the size of that chicken. And
It's outstanding fish sandwich. The bread they use in Louisiana is nothing like anywhere I've ever been. Wherever you go, poor boy, bread is so good.
We have Hazel with us, so we can't go in the museum today. We're relying on bits and pieces of history from different people. Someone just said this is a salt dome, and that there's mines that are deeper than what Mount Everest is in height. So I found that to be kind of wild. And I thought people were nice in Texas. They are so nice here in Louisiana. Literally, Hazel has made friends with probably about 50 people during the 15 minutes that we've been sitting here. So she's definitely popular. So this gumbo here, chicken and sausage, because I don't really do crawfish or anything like that. I'm gonna just put a little bit of rice in here. Give it a taste test. Oh, and if you love Tabasco sauce, you will smell it for miles in this place. It will clear up your sinuses. Very good. Not too spicy, which I appreciate because I'm not a big fan of really spicy food. It's delicious. Big hunks of chicken, big hunks of sausage. Love it. Now I'm gonna try the fish sandwich. Crinkle fries, they're even covered in some kind of Tabasco dust. They're excellent too. You don't even need ketchup. Now let's try this fish. The bread, you can't even wrap it around the fish, it's that big. That's delicious, look at it. You're right, that bread is Outstanding. While Corey finished his lunch and hung out with Hazel, I decided to go stroll through the little Tabasco country store. They've got a fun little porch that you can sit in some rocking chairs, and they have all the Tabasco infused products, including honey and candy. You got your Tabasco merch, everything you could possibly want. And they also have, believe it or not, a bunch of Tabasco infused ice cream that I've been hearing so much about. So I definitely had to stop by and get a sample of this. Just went inside and got raspberry chipotle ice cream. It's got a smoky kick. That's pretty good.
Sorry.
Corey's over here sneezing. I think all that Tabasco sauce in the air is cleaning Corey out.
Very good.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so I got posters for free. I don't know what it is. Family Reserve Tabasco. It takes 8 years to make it.
Wow.
And it's made with white wine vinegar or something. Some olives.
Some olives. Nice.
And this extra hot, and it is hot. And a little boy right in front of me tasted it. He says, "That's not hot."
And
it's
you
hot. It's not hot. Dang, my tongue's still burning.
Hazel says, speaking of hot, you didn't have any Tabasco sauce. You just hot. You're in the shade. You're under a nice huge tree, Hazel. Since Hazel was so hot and tired, we decided to take it easy and go to the Jungle Gardens, which is kind of a drive-through exhibit, and you can park and get out of your car and have lunch and take photos and things like that. So we bought our tickets and we were on our merry way. I see me a couple of gators. Let's go check them out. He's just chilling. I wasn't about to let Hazel get out of the truck with these alligators nearby, so I just got out by myself and went and kind of looked at them. There appeared to be two that I could see, and one of them I had to do a double take, the one that was on the edge of the water. He was just being so still, I didn't even know if he was real or not. It was so cool to see all of this bamboo up close and personal. This was such a fun, relaxing, guided tour. It reminded me a lot of Cades Cove in Tennessee, if you've ever been there. There's one lane to get in and to get out, and it kind of does a loop. So if anybody else pulls over, you kind of have to stop and wait for them to leave as well. There's no real way to go around them, but it was fun. It was leisurely. Everybody was just pulling off to the side, taking pictures and walking around. It was a good day for sure. We had lots of good photo ops. Corey is inside the crawfish spot getting himself some crawfish to go, and he's gonna just take it back to the camper and have it for dinner later tonight. Then we made a pit stop at Borden's Ice Cream Shop. This is the last one in existence in the whole world, and I tell you, it is just like stepping back in time. It's one of those old-fashioned soda fountain vibes that you remember back from the 50s. They've got a counter with the stools that you can sit there and you can order malts and whatever you used to see in the drugstores. It was just such a cool vibe. They had a patio outside that we could have sat at with Hazel, but it backed up to a really loud, noisy street, so we just got it to go. I'm double fisting it. We just stopped at Borden's, and I was gonna get something today and something tomorrow, but we waited in line about 30 minutes. This place is packed. It is dog friendly. They have some patio seating, but it's hot. Hazel's had a really long day.
Hazel's trying to get her treat.
Oh yeah, they gave her a milk bone. They have puppy ice cream and a little milk bone that they put on top. I got an orange sherbet freeze. made with orange sherbet and Sprite, and then a coffee malt. This is Mama's bone. Give Mama the bone. Nope. When we got back to the campsite, I had completely forgot about the chili cook-off today. They were just wrapping it up.
Look at that.
Gross. That's disgusting. Make it make sense, but hey, if it makes them happy, I'm happy. If you hang your crawfish shells in a Buc-ee's bag on your camper, you may be a redneck. We ended this beautiful day by going on a leisurely walk around the campsite and going to look at the sunset. We had a beautiful view from where we were. So Corey and I are just sitting here strategizing on what our itinerary is today. And can I just say that I enjoy having a break for once. I'm usually the one who plans all of our trips. I do all the research, get on Pinterest, get on Atlas Obscura, ask different people in the camping community what they recommend in the area that we're going to. So it feels nice to have some time off. It's crawfish season. I don't do mud bugs. Corey loves the things. So this was definitely his trip. He wanted to go on a mission to find different foods. I don't really eat seafood. I'll have fish every once in a while, but I don't eat any kind of shelled critters, none of that stuff. So this is his trip. He's working on my GoPro now. What's your plan for today, babe?
Well, I just want to go to Don's meat market and get some sausage and boudin and maybe some boudin balls and get some meat to take home.
I think I stepped into a time warp in a Piggly Wiggly shopping center with a station wagon. Wow. I haven't seen one of these in like 40 years. This is so exciting to me. This reminds me so much of when we found a Gibson's a couple of years ago on one of our camping trips. It's just very nostalgic. I walked through the Piggly Wiggly, and it's always fun to go to a different grocery store that's regional and carries different products. Like this place was really known for their seafood. They had a ton of seafood as far as the eye can see. And I just kind of browsed the different aisles. None of the prices really swept me off my feet. I thought it was kind of pricey, if I'm being honest. But then again, I have not really had to buy too many groceries for quite some time because we put some away a while back. But yeah, the prices are pretty high, but it was still interesting to walk through and browse the aisles and just see what they had. Corey sat in the car with Hazel while I just did a quick walkthrough. I don't know if I was just in some kind of wormhole or something because there was a station wagon and we're in a Piggly Wiggly shopping center. I haven't seen one of these in 40 years. I went inside the Piggly Wiggly. I don't have anything to compare it to because I haven't seen one in a while, but it's a smaller store. They were kind of expensive, if I'm being honest. Station wagon is reminding me of when we saw that DeLorean in front of the Back to the Future arcade in the Woodlands. Yeah. Crazy. Still tripping on that. Got some Hawaiian Punch cotton candy. I thought that sounded interesting. And wait for it, Dr. Pepper cotton candy. You want to do a taste test?
No.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
I'll try a little bit.
I'll take one for the team. Okay, it's got that cherry smell. It's kind of good. I would compare that to like black cherry cotton candy. Do you taste the Dr. Pepper? Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you. Yeah, what the heck? We're on vacation. That one's pretty sweet though. But Hawaiian Punch is very, very sweet.
Yeah.
And then I also got Community Coffee. I don't know if that's from Louisiana or what, but you see it advertised everywhere we go. This was a vanilla waffle cone flavor. I haven't seen that flavor yet. It's probably vanilla with some caramel notes, but anyway, that was a fun little experience. We just found out Old Time Grocery is closed on Sundays. I guess we should have planned that one out better when we were right by it yesterday. So where are we going instead?
We're gonna go get you a donut. King's Cake donut.
I should probably slow down on the cotton candy if I'm gonna get a donut.
And then we're gonna go to Dawn's Meat Market.
Sounds like a plan, okay? Came here for their beignets, and wah wah, they're closed. We're really striking out today. This town is super cute, y'all, but they definitely like to close on Sunday, which is respectable. That was just poor planning on our part. I definitely have that song by Garth Brooks, Nobody Gets Off in This Town, playing in my head right now. Next stop was Dawn's Meat Market, and we've heard a lot of great reviews on this place. I think they're known mainly for their boudin and their cracklins, and of course I have to look at the freeze-dried candy, see what those are going for these days. They also have a whole lot of merch. You can tell this is one of those local favorite hangout places. So Corey's inside checking out Don's or Dan's, wherever we are, and the lady at the counter said all they have left is pork steak. So I feel really bad for Corey because, like I said earlier, this trip was all about him, and he wanted to get oyster po' boys, and he wanted to get crawfish, which he did get some crawfish, but like, we're just striking out. I guess in the future when we travel, if we're gonna save all of our main sightseeing and everything for Sunday, we want to make sure that it's a town that is not closed down on Sunday or that sells out super early. So I guess the food here must be pretty good. It's 1:30 and they're like out of everything except for the pork steak. So all right, babe, would you mind repeating what you just said?
Well, I had this. She left it up to me this weekend to plan stuff out. Probably wasn't a good idea because I screwed it all up.
It ain't easy, is it?
No.
He always makes fun of me on how I micromanage all of our trips and plan things out. Like at 12:05, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. I leave him in charge. But what is that?
Crackling.
There's a lot to be said about just flying by the seat of your pants, too. Sometimes those are the best. That's good. Oh, wow. Is that Cajun flavored?
Probably.
Lessons learned. You don't know till you try these things. But yeah, going forward, he will have a new appreciation for how much work goes into me planning our trips. Cracklins make it worth the stop. Mm-hmm. Don't you agree? Yep. These are some of the best cracklins I have, and that's what their sign says. Mm-hmm. Best cracklins. They were right. No false advertisement there. After all this driving around and places either being closed or out of food, we found this place called Poche's Market, and it is a market and restaurant, and it ended up actually being right outside of our campground. So I wouldn't say that we did all that driving for nothing, because it was beautiful scenery, and the town is just so cute, and we enjoyed going and getting those cracklins, but this ended up being a really, really neat place, and I don't know what it is about people in Louisiana. I thought this was a Texas thing, but they give you a ton of food. I actually saw a lady saying, no, please stop putting food on my plate, because they just kept going and kept going. But you definitely get bang for your buck. Believe it or not, this was not a double plate. They just double up everything here. That's a double order of potato salad. You will not go hungry in this town. And they gave us a roll, and there's some dirty rice under that chicken, and a boudin link.
That sounds good.
Is it?
Got egg in it.
The dirty rice is excellent, and I'm not usually a big fan of potato salad, but I kind of, when I first looked at these, thought they were mashed potatoes. But yeah, it's potato salad that's been whipped, and it's got some hard-boiled egg in it. This is good. The dirty rice is excellent. Now let's try this chicken.
Yeah, it was moist.
Outstanding. This place is good. Poche's Market, right outside our campsite.
Not our choice of meals today. We kind of struck out everywhere we went, but it ended up being a good meal.
Yeah, because this is something we can get back where we live. We were trying to embrace the culture, which, by the way, something I've noticed about this area. First of all, I think it's super cool that how regional every area is. Like, all we did was drive, 3-4 hours away, and people are speaking French, and they have these really thick accents, and I found myself starting to pick up on the way they talk, and they probably feel the same way about me and my accent, but definitely I found myself saying I guarantee a couple of times. Everybody is super nice in this town. The one thing I've noticed about this area is you order something and they give you double. So if you order a cup of gumbo, you're getting a bowl of gumbo, but you're only paying for a cup. And with this right here, this is just one meal. They gave us like practically a half a chicken, 2 things of potato salad, and look how big this dirty rice is right here. This is a lot.
And we've already eaten a bunch of it.
Someone recommended that we come check this park out, and then we found out Margaritaville took it over, so we wanted to come look at it. Let's go check it out. I guess those are little cabins. Oh, they got these cute little tiny homes. Here are some covered patios for long-term guests. Bathhouse and laundry. Yeah. So some of these have shade, and that's good.
Don't wash and dry outside.
What? Washer and dryer? These are definitely some full-timers. I guess that's the pool area. Do they have more than one pool? Because this place is huge. So this is a layout of Margaritaville, and it looks like they've got multiple pools. You'll have to forgive us for this impromptu drive through this park. We don't know all our facts. Here are some slides. This kind of reminds me of Camp Fimfo. Some of these appear to be pretty spacious. Of course, it's very empty too. That might have something to do with it.
No, they do seem pretty big.
Yeah, they got a lot. Some of these have like a lot of grass. If you got a little doggy. Little fishing pond over yonder.
Bar, and there's the clubhouse. I'm sure that's where all that's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if this one has the same amenities as the one in Crystal Beach.
We haven't been to either.
Yeah, we haven't been to that one, but I'm assuming they probably have activities during the summer. Live bands. I don't know if they have a swim-up bar. Who knows? Okay, it does look like they have a couple of dining options too. Feeding Frenzy, 5 o'clock somewhere, bar and grill, licensed to chill bar. So yeah, there's a couple of choices. We're gonna have to look into this one. Alright fam, now it is time to tour our RV park where we stayed. We stayed in site number 53, which I do not recommend. It is somewhat of an eyesore, and I will show you why here in just a second. I'm going to start out with our campsite and then we'll do a park tour. So bear with me just a moment. As you can see, there are those electrical boxes. We had no room to put out our gazebo. Down there is the entrance. You will come in and you will pass this pond right here. And then we are standing in the parking lot of the Welcome Center. Here is cabin number 1, and there's another pond behind it. But let's go check out the Welcome Center. If you want to have a fun time with your children, be sure to take them mining. It is so much fun. They've got a little map, and they show you all the jewels that you can possibly collect. We saw one of these at Camp Fimfo. We've also seen these at the Yogi Bear campgrounds, and so this is a cool little thing for kids to do. You can rent some golf carts. There is your ice. They have bait, access ramp, wheelchair accessible. Cute little covered porch area. Kind of gives me Cracker Barrel vibes. This little welcome center and gift shop has so many neat little things. It's got its own little Build-A-Bear workshop going on. They do offer classes at the location. I believe there was some the day before we got there, but I just think that's a fun activity for your kiddos. They've got live bait and tackle. They've got all kinds of little knickknacks, souvenirs. They even have a frozen meat section, so if you wanted to take some meat home, I know that's what Corey was looking forward to doing. They have a little bit of everything. They've got t-shirts. I just came out on the back porch of the convenience store. Across from the check-in and general store, you have a nice little dog park. I don't even know if I noticed those swinging recliner seats. Those are kind of cool. And I don't know what that is. It looks like a screened-in menu that you can rent for special occasions. I see some tables in there, little fireplace. Here we have the swimming pool and pool house. Got some shade for you to sit in if you're like me and don't enjoy the sun. A lot of people are leaving today. This is Sunday, so there's a lot of empty spots to kind of give you a visual of what this place is like. There is, I guess, a laundry room, and here is the kids' play area. If you have children and they like to play outside a lot, that probably is a good spot for you right there. You can kind of keep an eye on them outside your camper window. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I would say a sand pit, but there's no sand. I don't know. If this helps, there are nets on both sides. Corey doesn't know if... Oh, it's got like a little soccer ball in it. Then what's the big thing? How do you play soccer with that big thing in the middle? Here is a nice pull-through site with a couple of picnic tables. What's the site number? 24? Across from the pull-through site is this cabin, which I think is so cute. It looks like a little church. It's got one of those balconies overlooking the water. There is the place where on the first night we got the Hunt's Pizza. Corey said that they have a drive-through at that Hunt's restaurant for golf carts. I think that's pretty funny. We are turning on to the road that we're staying on, and there's a couple of decent ones here on the corner, right?
Yeah. There's some spacious ones here where then you put your can of gazebo up. But that's the exact same gazebo we have, I think.
Yeah. We just don't have the space they have to put it up with all that utility equipment. So this is cabin 6. If I was to guess, maybe this is 2 bedrooms. I don't know. I done lost Corey. He's about to go fishing. Here is cabin 5. It's a very spacious porch, partially covered. It's got a table and a couple of chairs. This one goes over the water, which is pretty cool. I don't see the cabin number on this one. Back porch is accessible from this little driveway area. Cabin 6 appears to be wheelchair accessible. It's got a little ramp in the front. Guys, if you're an introvert like myself, come to this park on a Sunday. It is practically empty. Ricola! And the few RVs that I see here look like they're extended stay people. I never see their cars. I think they might be workers that work in this area or something. But it is so peaceful and quiet. I just love this place. This tree reminds me of the one on the Appalachian Trail where people throw their shoes when they bow out. This is full of different fishing lures. One there, over there. I don't know if y'all can see him. It's hilarious. Now we have this, I don't know if it's a rec center or what. $20 says it's locked. It's locked, but it looks like it's got a wraparound porch that's really nice. I don't know if this space is for rent or if it's open to anybody that wants to just come chill and fish. It's our last night here, and we were going to go out and catch a sunset. You can see it from the window right here, but little Hazel is pooped. You two pooped to party? Yeah, I'd say we got about 15 more minutes. You getting in the water? That's pathetic. Hazel, you're always getting your way. That's pitiful. Who are we kidding? This is our last night here. We want to catch a sunset like this before we leave. We have the whole park to ourselves. We're just chilling on a bench outside one of these cabins.
I thought I already did.
Hazel, do you have anything you want to say before we close out the video? Nope, she's good. Sounds like you and me just arguing away. They are noisy as heck. They wanted to come watch the sunset. This is hilarious. They're having a battle with another couple of birds over on that side of the pond. This is a trip. It reminds me of being a cheerleader in elementary school, yelling across the football field, "We got spirit, yes we do, we got spirit, how about you?" And then they would be like, "We got spirit, yes we do, we got spirit, how about you?" Hey birdies, can y'all make a heart with your neck? Hello? We will see y'all on the next adventure. Take care. It was so cute the next day as we were driving off. The birds escorted us out. It was the perfect ending to a wonderful vacation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with us. See you next time.